Welcome to the hypnotic journey, focused on rediscovering passion, energy, and quiet joy in what you do professionally. This experience is not the same as sleeping. It's a state of deep relaxation combined with focused awareness, where the mind becomes calm, open, and receptive. For the best experience, choose a quiet, comfortable place where you can relax without interruption. Please do not listen while driving, operating machinery, or doing anything that requires your full attention. Throughout this journey, you remain aware and in control. There's nothing you need to force and nothing you need to achieve. Simply allow yourself to follow the sound of my voice and let the experience unfold naturally. Begin by gently resting your gaze on a neutral point in front of you, perhaps a spot on the wall, on the ceiling, or a place where light and shadow meet. As you continue to look softly at this point, notice how your vision begins to relax around the edges. The eyes don't need to work so hard. They can soften, grow heavier, and more at ease. If at any point your eyes feel ready to close, you can allow them to close comfortably, or let them remain gently unfocused. Either way is perfectly fine. Now bring your attention to your breath. Take a slow breath in and release it gently. Again, breathing in deeply and letting the breath out with ease. And one more time, allowing your breath to settle into a natural rhythm. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. There's nothing to change. Simply notice. Allow any subtle tension to soften across the scalp. And allow a calming sensation to move down over the forehead and around the eyes, moving down into the jaw, allowing it to loosen. Allowing the tongue to rest easily. And your awareness moves down into the neck and shoulders, a place where effort and responsibility often collect. Without pushing, allow the shoulders to drop slightly, as if they no longer need to carry quite so much. And allow that comforting ease to flow down into the arms, through the elbows all the way down to the forearms, and trickling into the hands and the fingertips. And allow the hands to rest, warm, heavy, and still. Now notice your chest and upper back. Feel the steady rise and fall of the breath. With each exhale, the space around the heart softens. It becomes more neutral, more open, and supported. And allow your awareness to move down into the abdomen and into the lower back, where holding gives way to support. And this comforting feeling finally moving down into the hips and into the large muscles of the legs, the thighs, wrapping around to the hamstrings, and down into the knees, moving softly into the calves, and that comforting feeling moving all the way down into the feet, all the way to the toes. Every part of your body feeling supported. The body becomes quiet enough for a deeper awareness to emerge. As the body settles, the mind naturally follows. Thoughts don't need to stop. They simply move easily into the background. You're alert and aware and feeling deeply relaxed. And in a moment, I will count you down from 10 to 0. And with each number, there's nothing you need to do. Simply allow yourself to move inward, not drifting away, but becoming more settled and receptive. Beginning now at 10, attention gently turning inward. 9, the body supported, the mind quieting. 8, each breath out releasing unnecessary effort. 7, less pressure, more ease. 6, calm, steady awareness settling in. At 5, halfway now, feeling comfortable and present. 4, surface concerns are drifting further away. 3, attention stabilizing. 2, feeling deeply settled and receptive. 1, feeling very relaxed and ready for this hypnotic experience. And 0, fully present, feeling wonderful. Now allow yourself to imagine entering a familiar workspace. Nothing is different at first. The layout is the same. The objects are where they usually are. The sound, the pace, the atmosphere, all familiar and very ordinary. This is not an imagined improvement. It's the space exactly as you know it. Allow yourself to imagine it in full detail. As you remain here, something subtle begins to change. Not the environment, but the way you're seeing it. You may notice that certain details stand out more clearly than others. Perhaps the color feels slightly richer. Maybe light reflecting in a way you hadn't noticed before. A texture, a shape, a small element that feels a little more defined. It's not dramatic. Simply a little clearer. As though the environment hasn't changed, your attention has. And with that clarity, the space begins to feel a little more alive. You might begin to notice places where you intersect with this environment, ways you contribute, even if they've gone unnoticed lately. Recall moments where your presence made something smoother, steadier, or more effective. And you don't need to label it or evaluate it. Just notice that you matter here. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are in it. And that recognition brings a quiet shift. And you begin to feel a little bit of energy returning. You might imagine it like this: a room you've walked through many times, always functional and familiar. And one day, without intending to, you happen to notice a window that you hadn't paid attention to before. The window was always there. The light was always entering. But your attention had been elsewhere. Now the light doesn't demand anything. It simply exists. And the room feels different because you see it. It feels more alive. And you realize something subtly important. That even though nothing was added, nothing needed to be fixed, you didn't escape the room. You simply changed how you experienced it, your perception. And imagine yourself back in your workspace. And this nuanced understanding settles in. You don't need the ideal conditions to feel engaged. You don't need constant excitement to feel alive with your work. Joy, in this sense, isn't excessive enthusiasm. It's simply participation. It's the feeling of being present enough to notice meaning where you once moved past it. And as this awareness deepens, you may sense energy building, not from pressure, but from greater alignment. What becomes clear now is that this isn't limited to your workplace. This is a way of seeing the world and your place in it. This capacity to notice, contribute, and engage. It travels with you. No matter your role or the season, no matter the constraints, there's always something you can meet with intention, something you can shape, or something you can bring yourself into fully. And that is where fulfillment begins. And you realize that joy can be found in the little things. A small gesture, someone's laugh, or the way the light comes in from the window. And as this understanding gets internalized, it feels more effortless to have a positive perspective and to intentionally find the good things in your environment. It feels like remembering something that you've already known, and you are now free to use it again on the next task, the next interaction, the way you approach each day. You don't need to remember every detail of this experience. What matters most is the orientation it leaves behind. The quiet confidence that you can approach the day with greater intentionality and a renewed sense of presence. And in doing that, you'll notice a subtle but real return of energy, a feeling of passion in the little things and a sense of joy in what you previously saw as ordinary. And in a moment, I'll count you up from 0 to 5. And with each number, you'll return gently into full awareness, bringing this steadiness and renewed sense of engagement with you. Beginning now at 0, closing the door to the subconscious mind and sealing in all of the positive visualizations and reinforcement that you've received in this experience. 1, resting briefly in this settled state, becoming aware of your body. 2, breathing steadily, energy beginning to return back into the body. 3, awareness expanding outward, feeling clear and grounded. 4, eyes beginning to flutter open. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. Take your time returning fully. Notice how you feel now. You may sense an energy. You might feel more present, ready to be more engaged. You don't need to change everything to feel more alive in what you do. Sometimes the shift happens quietly in how you see and how you participate, how you meet the moment. And that's something you can always return to. In the middle of real life, exactly as it is.